maybe not something that was always appreciated in women's sports, and it should be. I think that's what makes it fun. Like, we're competitors.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. So whenever Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have gone up against each other on the basketball court, it has been must-see television. Angel Reese and her LSU squad got the better of Caitlin Clark and Iowa in the 2023 National Championship. Then Clark turned around and knocked LSU out of the tournament this year. Clark and the Indiana Fever have defeated Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky twice already this WNBA season, with the latest matchup seeing Angel Reese get called for a flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark. After the matchup, Clark was asked about why people watch her and Angel Reese play, and she said, "I think what she's done with her platform has been absolutely incredible. She has an entire fan base that has supported her and what she did at Maryland, then LSU. Obviously, I've played her for a very long time and she's been a tremendous player. It's been fun getting to compete against. I think it's been really good for the game." For more content, please like the video and subscribe. Thank you.
And you know, how much fun is it when everyone, including you and everyone else, touching the ball and it's clicking?
Yeah, I felt good. I thought I was like moving well, taking good shots, took care of the ball well. I thought, but overall, just as a team, like we moved the ball really good. I mean, like obviously the balanced scoring shows that, but also like, you know, Liz 6 for 10, AB 9 for 13, Kel 7 for 13. Like that's really good. So like taking good shots and helping our teammates get good shots, I think was the key. And only giving up one O-board in the second half was huge as well.
And then when you get flagrant foul by Angel Reese, what's going through your mind and how you just stay within yourself to finish the game?
What's going through my mind is I need to make these 2 free throws. That's all I'm thinking about. It's just a part of basketball. It is what it is. You know, just trying to make a play on the ball and get the block. But yeah, I mean, it happens. And those free throws, when you have to shoot them with nobody at the line, are kind of hard. So it's a little different than having people at the line. So I was just trying to focus on making those.
Caitlin, just along those lines, offensively, you've scored more, but was there just more comfort going into today, and maybe what led to that?
Yeah, I think we were just, like I said, moving the ball well. I think once we gave it up, people were getting it back in the half court. I thought we were really good out of the ball screen action. I thought AB made some really good reads. I don't know. I just thought we were moving the ball well. Like, you know, 23 assists on 15 turnovers. It's pretty good. I thought we could have taken care of the ball maybe a little bit more, but 23 assists is a really great number, and I think it just shows the great shots that we got, and that led to shooting us a really great percentage.
And then Aaliyah, Caitlin mentioned how you guys only gave up that one offensive rebound in the second half. Just how did that change you guys getting those rebounds? How did that change what you did on both ends?
Yeah, I mean, we were just trying to make sure that we boxed out. I think the guards did a good job coming in, trying to poke some of those rebounds out from the post, just because they were getting shots and they were just right there at the basket. So I mean, we just made sure that, listen, if we don't get it, as long as they don't get it, it does not matter. And so we were able to come up with it.
Stay in the front row here. Aaliyah, that with Angel and Camilla playing down low like that, what kind of interaction is that when it gets physical like that, and just what does it take to consistently win, you know, when you have matchups like that?
Yeah, I mean, Camilla and Angel, I mean, both physical post players, very aggressive, especially going to the rim. They rebound the ball really well, and so you just have to really set your mind to it that it's going to be physical. Don't expect anything less, especially just being post players. Like, you have to be able to bang. You have to be able to go through tough stuff just around the rim, just because that's our position. And so, I mean, I know it's going to be a physical game and just have to be ready for it.
So Chloe, then we'll go Christine.
Yeah, Kelsey, you mentioned your dad on the court post-game. Just what did it mean to have a game like this, get the win, kind of in honor of him today?
I think every day is an honor of him. I think that, you know, I'm happy that we won, so I'll take it. Just try to use the rest of my day to, you know, think of my dad in all the right ways. Knowing that we got to win, too. So I'm excited about what I was able to accomplish today and be able to play with these ladies alongside of them and kind of get a win and play for the league. I feel excited about my Sunday.
Christine, go ahead.
Congratulations to all of you. That was incredible fun to watch. And you're all youngsters compared to some of us in this room who would never have seen women's sports have a crowd like this. And also 5 blocks away, as I'm sure you're aware, the Olympic swimming trials are going on. And last night, Katie Ledecky, making her 4th Olympic team, had over 20,000 people. Obviously, there were other swimmers, but it was her night. I'm curious if each of you could talk about the meaning of this, the fact that, you know, within 5 blocks, you've got 40,000 people, and there'll be another probably 20,000 tonight, and what that means to each of you.
Yeah, I think it's it's really cool. Like, I was somebody that grew up like loving women's athletics, whether it was soccer, whether it was basketball, whether, whatever it was. I always had it on. I always wanted to support it. So I think it just shows when given an opportunity, like, women's sports are certainly an amazing thing and fun to watch, and they're only on the rise. I think people are finally starting to realize how great of a product that can be shown when they're given an opportunity to play on national television, or play in big stadiums where people can buy tickets and get in a seat. And I think once people come and watch one time, like, they can't get enough of it, and they continue to come back. And to be a small part of that is super fun. Like, obviously we get to play in front of a sold out crowd of 17,000 people, and that's not ever something you take for granted. Like, I mean, the crowd, that energy just helps us and allows us to thrive off of it. But it's one of the coolest parts of our job, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's really special. Caitlin said it best. I mean, women's sports is on the rise, and I think it's amazing that younger girls now have so many more female athletes to look up to and say, I want to be like her. I want to be an Olympian just like her. And so just to be a part of that, it's amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm a part of the solution, not the problem. So, hey, here's to women's basketball and other great sports that we have going on the women's side.
Hey, Kate. You're so funny. Caitlin, I know it was mentioned that today was probably one of your best games so far in the WNBA. Do you think it's maybe an indication of your growing comfortability and making the jump to this level?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've had some good games, and I've had some games where there are definitely some learning opportunities. And I think that's just, one of the biggest, things to learn as I go through my rookie season is just finding some consistency. And obviously it's been hard. It's been a tough stretch at the beginning, just with the amount of games we've played and the limited practice as I'm trying to get to know my teammates and know the coaching staff. But I feel like I have got more comfortable over the course of these games. Like, what was this game 15 for us tonight? So, still more than half a season left, and I already feel like we've grown, so much. So I think that's just like a positive for all of us to take away and continue to string some wins along. And, coach has been saying, like, we just need to continue to take a step forward every single day, but we don't have any time to go backwards. And I think tonight we took a really big step forward. So I'm proud of the group.
For Kelsey, and to add on to what Christine asked about women's sports in general, you guys have played almost every game before a sellout crowd this whole season, wherever you've gone. And how much does that affect you on the court? Do you ever look around and say, hey, this place is packed, they want to see us? Those kinds of things?
I blame Caitlin. But I think it's a really great opportunity for us to kind of like present, who we are as a team. And I think that the work that the class that came in, the draft class that came in, did a really good job of putting ourselves on the pedestal to be known, to be seen. And I think that we can utilize that and tie that in with the game. And I think that for us, it's obviously a really good thing to see all these people here, but we try to keep the main thing. But I will be honest and say this, the most people I've seen consecutively. So I'm excited about where it's going. Shout out to Caitlin.
Aaliyah, there were several times where Caitlin just catches you in rhythm for a bucket, and it feels like that's picking up. Do you think the chemistry is growing as you guys are learning where each other are more?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I think from the first game to now, I think we've just really been able to get a great feel of playing with each other, knowing where I'm going to be, knowing where she's going to be, being able to set those drag screens so she get a shot off. I think we're really doing a good job of building that.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Leah, Christy the other day was saying that, you're walking around a little bit looser, you're more confident. In the 15 minutes since the win, what's the feeling like for you to be able to stack two really great performances and back-to-back wins?
Yeah, I think this is great for us, just because, we have a balanced scoring tonight, and it's great. I just think it puts pressure on other teams' defense. They can't really focus on one particular person because everyone is getting a feel, everyone is putting the ball in the basket. And for me, I think these two performances have been pretty good, just make sure that I'm being efficient on the court, and I think that's the best way I can help my teammates.
Go Jacob, George, and James.
Caitlin, you and Angel have obviously drawn a lot of eyes throughout the years dating back to college. What is it about, do you think, the matchup between you two that kind of draws so much attention, whether it's the sold-out crowd or the kind of record-breaking audiences that tune in?
Yeah, I think it's just the emotion and the passion that we play with. I think people love to see that. And I think that's maybe not something that was always appreciated in women's sports. And it should be. I think that's what makes it fun. Like we're competitors. That's the way the game should be. It's going to get a little feisty. It's going to get physical. But at the end of the day, both teams are just trying to win. But yeah, I mean, I think, what she's done with her platform has been absolutely incredible. And, she has an entire fan base that has supported her and what she did at, Maryland and then LSU. Like, obviously, I've played her for a very long time, and she's been a tremendous player. So, it's been fun getting to compete against. I think it's been really good for the game. Like, people just love seeing great matchups. But also, at the same time, like, people tune in for these matchups, but then they get to see how amazing these teams are. And then they find new players to support and continue to come back for them, too. So I think that's another benefit of it, honestly.
George and James here.
Kelsey, 91 points in